The insurance industry has long been shackled by the cumbersome, antiquated frameworks of a bygone era, functioning like horse-drawn carriages in a world demanding supersonic speed and immediate, real-time digital response. Legacy providers are weighed down by bureaucratic inertia and artificial delays that prioritize profit over experience. These institutions remain trapped in cycles of paperwork, ignoring the rapid evolution of modern global commerce. However, a new breed of AI-native companies is dismantling the status quo with relentless, innovative force. They are leveraging behavioral economics and massive data processing to redefine the very nature of risk. By utilizing 1 trillion data points, these disruptors bypass the slow, human-centric underwriting processes of old. They are not merely digitizing old forms, but are fundamentally re-engineering the relationship between the parties. This shift represents a move toward a frictionless retail edge, where efficiency becomes the primary currency. The albatross of legacy software is finally being replaced by nimble, intelligent systems of high complexity. These systems are capable of detecting the subtle nuances of human nature with remarkable surgical precision. Ultimately, this creates a more transparent and cost-effective landscape for the modern, tech-savvy insurance consumer today. The old guard struggles to maintain relevance, while these new entities scale at an unprecedented, exponential rate. Data streams flow through neural networks, replacing the dusty filing cabinets of the 20th century entirely. Every interaction is now an opportunity to refine the model and improve the accuracy of predictions. Policyholders no longer wait weeks for approval. They receive instant feedback through seamless, automated digital interfaces. The friction that once defined the insurance experience is dissolving into a stream of pure information. This transformation is not just about speed. It is about building a foundation of radical trust. By analyzing patterns that humans would overlook, these AI models uncover hidden truths about individual risk. The result is a personalized approach that treats every policyholder as a unique, dynamic financial entity. Traditional actuarial tables are being discarded in favor of fluid, adaptive algorithms that learn from reality. This is the dawn of a new era, where technology serves the individual rather than institutions. The industry is waking up to the reality that stagnation is a death sentence for legacy. Innovation is the only path forward in a market that demands constant, iterative improvement and growth. As the old frameworks crumble, the new architecture rises. Built on the bedrock of intelligent data, the transition is inevitable. Driven by the relentless march of machine learning and predictive analytics tools, consumers are demanding more from their providers, and these AI-native firms are answering that loud call. The future of insurance is being written in code, not in the ink of signed contracts. Every byte of data processed strengthens the system, making it more resilient and capable than before. The revolution is silent, efficient, and sweeping through the industry like a tide of pure logic. Vibe coding allows developers to iterate on features at speeds that legacy teams cannot possibly match. This methodology prioritizes the user experience, ensuring that every interface feels intuitive and deeply responsive. The retail edge is no longer a physical location, but a digital space defined by instant utility. Companies like Lemonade harness this power to turn the traditional adversarial model into a collaborative partnership. They utilize behavioral economics to nudge users toward honest, proactive choices that benefit the entire pool. By aligning incentives, these firms reduce the prevalence of fraud while simultaneously lowering costs for everyone. The trillion data points collected act as a vast, living map of human behavior and risk. This map allows the AI to predict potential claims before they even manifest in the physical world. Legacy software, by contrast, is static and brittle, unable to adapt to the rapid pace of change. It is a relic of a time when information was scarce and manual processing was the standard. Today, information is abundant, and the challenge lies in filtering the signal from the endless noise. AI-native firms excel at this filtering, turning raw data into actionable insights with incredible, consistent speed. The competitive moat for these companies is built on the depth of their proprietary, evolving models. As they learn more about their users, their predictive capabilities grow stronger and more accurate over time. This creates a virtuous cycle where better data leads to better products and even more users. The traditional insurance giants are left scrambling to catch up, burdened by their own internal complexity. They cannot easily pivot to these new architectures without dismantling their entire aging operational infrastructure. The cost of such a transition is often too high, leading many to cling to the past. Meanwhile, the AI-native firms continue to capture market share by offering superior value and seamless service. They are redefining the expectations of a generation that grew up with the internet in hand. For these consumers, the idea of waiting for a human agent to review a claim is absurd. They expect the same level of immediacy from their insurance as they do from their social apps. The AI-native advantage is not just about technology. It is about a fundamental shift in philosophy. It is a move away from the cold, impersonal bureaucracy toward a warm, responsive, and intelligent service. The devil in human nature is being mitigated not by suspicion, but by transparency and smart design. By creating a system that rewards honesty, these companies are changing the very culture of insurance. The future is bright for those willing to embrace the potential of machine-led, human-centric innovation. We are witnessing the end of the old insurance guard and the rise of a new paradigm. The albatross is gone, and in its place, we have a system built for the modern world. This is the true power of the AI-native advantage, transforming our financial lives for the better. As these AI-native firms gain momentum, the contrast between their agile architecture and the bloated systems of legacy incumbents becomes starkly apparent to even the most casual observers of the modern market. The competitive moat for these new players is built upon what some call vibe coding, a rapid, iterative development style that allows them to pivot and improve their algorithms at a pace traditional software teams simply cannot match, leaving the old guard struggling to keep the lights on while their competitors sprint toward a future defined by pure, unadulterated technological efficiency. This technological superiority does more than just save money for the bottom line of the business. It fundamentally changes the psychology of the insurance contract, transforming it from a defensive, begrudging necessity into a proactive, dynamic financial tool that actually benefits the policyholder in their daily, lived experience. By accurately predicting risk through sophisticated pattern recognition, these companies can offer personalized coverage that reflects real-world behaviors rather than relying on static, outdated demographics that have failed to capture the complexity of human existence. For decades, the traditional actuarial tables are being replaced by living, breathing streams of data that pulse with the rhythm of the modern world, allowing for adjustments that occur in real time as the insured person moves through their day, making the coverage feel less like a distant promise and more like a constant, invisible companion. As this paradigm shift continues to accelerate, the retail edge will belong to those who can harness data to build genuine trust, proving that the future of insurance lies not in the protection of old, crumbling institutions, but in the intelligent, relentless application of machine learning. The era of the slow, bureaucratic machine is fading into memory, replaced by a sleek, responsive digital ecosystem that understands the user better than they understand themselves. This is not just a technological upgrade, it is a fundamental rewriting of the social contract between the protected and the protector, ensuring that security is no longer a burden but a seamless, integrated part of life. The landscape is shifting beneath our feet, and those who cling to the past will find themselves left behind in the dust of progress. The new guard is here, and they are building a world where insurance finally makes sense. Every interaction is now an opportunity to refine the model, creating a virtuous cycle of improvement. The friction of the past is being smoothed away by the relentless precision of neural networks. Policyholders are no longer just numbers in a spreadsheet. They are individuals with unique, measurable lives. This personalization is the key to unlocking a future where risk is managed, not just feared. The legacy giants watch from the sidelines, unable to adapt to the speed of the revolution. They are trapped by their own history, unable to see the path toward a more efficient. The AI-native firms are the architects of this new reality, crafting solutions that feel almost intuitive. They understand that trust is earned through transparency, speed, and the ability to deliver on promises. The insurance industry is finally shedding its skin, emerging as a lean, data-driven force for good. This transformation is inevitable, driven by the sheer power of data and the ingenuity of developers. The old ways are dying, and in their place, a vibrant, intelligent system is taking root. It is a revolution of logic, efficiency, and human-centric design that will redefine our financial future. Every policy written is a testament to the power of machine learning to solve complex problems. The future is not just coming, it is already here, embedded in the code of tomorrow. We are witnessing the end of the bureaucratic era and the dawn of the intelligent age. The insurance revolution is the first step toward a more secure and transparent world for everyone. As these systems evolve, they begin to anticipate needs before the user even realizes them. The predictive power of these models turns potential disasters into manageable, minor inconveniences for the user. It is a proactive stance that replaces the reactive, slow-moving claims processes of the previous century. By leveraging behavioral economics, these companies nudge users towards safer, more responsible habits every single day. This creates a symbiotic relationship where the insurer and the insured work toward the same goal. The albatross of legacy overhead is discarded, allowing for lower premiums and higher quality service levels. Investors are beginning to notice this shift, pouring capital into companies that prioritize software over bureaucracy. The market is voting with its wallet, favoring the speed of algorithms over legacy brand names. This is a fundamental change in how we perceive risk, value, and the nature of protection. The digital infrastructure of these AI-native firms is built to scale infinitely without adding complexity. It is a clean, modular design that allows for rapid experimentation and constant, meaningful product updates. Developers are empowered to ship features that directly address the pain points of the modern consumer. The feedback loop between the user experience and the underlying code has never been this tight. We are moving away from the era of opaque contracts and toward a world of clarity. Every line of code serves a purpose, optimizing the flow of capital and information between parties. The complexity of the human condition is finally being met with the complexity of modern software. This is the dawn of a new financial era where technology serves the individual, not institutions. The barriers to entry are being dismantled, and the playing field is being leveled for everyone. Innovation is no longer a luxury for the few, but a standard feature for the many. The future of insurance is bright, intelligent, and finally aligned with the needs of humanity.